So welcome back to more Train Sim World gameplay. Once again we're in part number 9 now. Pretty much we're going to do the final rapid transit route in the video. So yes, so stick around, and yeah, going to be the last rapid transit route to do before we wrap up the scenarios. So yeah, and so hopefully you'll enjoy the last route for rapid transit, and then we can maybe give Northeast Corridor a bit of a bash as well sometime in the future. Got to get the Amtrak a wee bit of a bash, some North American stuff as well. We can try Northeast Corridor sometime in the future. But yeah, sticking with Germany for the final time, final scenario. Well, we can always go back and do some more routes as well, but do them again. But anyway, we're sticking with rapid transit, and we're going to get into the final scenario, which is cross town, which is obviously I'm guessing it's cross town, probably from the city centre, obviously from zip across the Whitset Valley City Tunnel as far as Bitterfield. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly, to be honest, but it's going from a town by Whitset City Tunnel as far as Bitterfield, so it's going back to a town again. So that's how that's going. So yes, we'll get into it now. Cross town, let's do it. The final one, the final scenario for rapid transit. So that'll pretty much be similar, I guess, what we've been doing in the last 5. It's the same train pretty much. So that looks like our train here. Yet again, the wonderful talent to sport in the nice livery as well. I never really talked about this livery, but this must be the sbahn livery. We've got tandem set once again, haven't we? Yep, we actually have two coupled together. Again, we're doing a similar journey what we've been doing in the previous scenario. But yeah, similar. So we'll get ourselves back in the train again. Get the doors unlocked. So yeah, I don't know. I'll be a bit of a to miss driving the train, but everything looks repetitive anyway, doesn't it? Driving the same train for the past 5 routes now, it's kind of getting on a bit, eh? We should have more HST driving, eh? I think that's what I mean. Good to drive the HST a bit more to get back into the driver's seat again. What we'll do is, you probably know what I've been doing before. Funny enough, doing the same thing like I did in the last video. Contrast, I had it there a sec. Back to the dark and blue dash again. It looks pretty dope that way. I feel it that way. I don't know why, but in my opinion it looks very nice. So quite early, so bear with me as we wait until 12:30 on the dot to depart. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. As I say, enjoying driving trains. I mean, it's not even that hard playing this game, to be honest. I'm just playing this on controller. I also should say this on every video, but I'm just using controller. I don't know how you would play Train Sim World generally, if it's controller or keyboard or mouse, or I don't know. I think it's controller is probably the best way. You won't be using a wheel for this, will you? be difficult to drive a wheel. You know, just a wheel, just an on controller. Got the German announcements again. Let's press the magic button here on the dash. That's next station. Let's then get some horns, let's get some tones. How's the headlights looking? Right up to 75, I think. Put the high beam on there. Guessing it's not raining again. I think the only one that we did it's raining was Metropolitan, wasn't it? I think that was the only one that was done in the rain. So, train. Get some horns. I don't know why I'm doing. I always think, about being a truck driver, a little bit, you just give horns to your fellow drivers that driving around, you know. So I think it's a good thing to do. You know, drivers wave at each other on buses and trains. I think it's the same thing. Right, so going down to 50 again. Let's slow down. So yeah, I was talking in the last video, I was talking about British routes again, ScotRail, and you know, I was talking about ScotRail half the videos, and the Cathcart and Cathcart Circle line that I was saying is obviously one of the Scots. It's probably the only route in trainsimworld is the only Scots route in trainsimworld, I believe. And it's got a 3-1 class 3-1 then, what's it, 314? This is withdrawn now, I believe. I believe they got rid of these quite a while ago. But yeah, I really want to try and see, as I said in the last video, see some more Scots routes being added to trainsimworld, like the Glasgow to Edinburgh, or maybe the 5 Circle line, maybe the West Highland line as well. Something like that would be really cool. Some Scottish routes would be cool. Glasgow subway, which I don't know if that would be likely to come, but maybe subways as well, metro lines, stuff like that, you know. Anything that's really, obviously, nice trains, fancy trains, you know, different variety of train routes. That's what it's all about, sorry. But yeah, we could just only hope that does come in the future. And then maybe like Japanese stuff would be really cool as well. Japanese freight trains, not the bullet, I should say the bullet trains, because I think a lot of you want to have the fast trains, the bullet trains. That's what Japan's about, say. The bullet trains, but it's also allowing the other trains as well, the compensator trains, the commuter trains, you know. Somehow in a way, and a lot of Japanese trains are kind of similar to British trains. I mean some of the commuter trains, when I look at some of these videos on YouTube, they almost look like British trains because they've got the gangways in the middle. Some of the regular Japanese trains. The really cracky trains Japan has. Some weird design trains, some that are varied. You know, it's not like here in the UK, everyone orders the same train. The thing is about in UK, we always order in IEPs, which is the Intercity Express programme trains. The you know, the Biomos, the Hitachi A train, I think it's known as well. There's lots of them, pretty much roaming the Wales and UK now. I mean, it's Japanese as well, you know, Hitachi. They built some trains, but I mean, some of you always prefer the classic trains, don't you? the 225s and and the City 125s, but that's the thing now. Just have to move by the times, eh? What's the way? The new comes, the old goes, eh? But yeah, the Zumas, the Zumas are, however they call them, and it's express programs, or they've got 3 names now: bio modes, class 800s, 801s, 802s. They're getting a bit of names now. Not like Dennis 125, like, but it's another tree with many names, Oh, just do that again. Anyway, we won't talk about British trains as much, It's obviously we could hopefully see some Scottish routes coming, as I say. In the last video, I'm just duplicating what I've been saying in the last video. And then class 68s as well, that's just duplicating as well. It's just the Midas Nice tunnel. Let's do that. That looks really cool. Looks like Star Wars. The lights off. Let's get them back on. To pull into this South Station. You've seen all these stations, haven't we? These beautiful stations under the city compared with a lot of other stations, eh? Let's have a wee look at the steno again. Yeah, very bright, eh? Brightens the place up, doesn't it? Wonder if we can get up there. No, we can't. Yeah, I was researching these, and this train, this actually does exist, so it's just called Lipstick City Tunnel. And we research it, and then images would just pop up with the actual the actual line, the actual trains and that everywhere. So it was what? Head to the next station. Just round the rock. Just so that it's under the city. It's just This is a stop service. It's very thingy. Let's turn the lights on. It will be again. Or we can switch them off. So it looks very sci-fi. I don't know if you would do this, but yeah, it looks very cool. Just have them off. Gives that very cool futuristic void or something. And this reading one again. Those again. So yeah, I was actually thinking about Trainsimworld 3 now. I don't know if I would consider again at one time, because I know that's got the one in South Eastern high speed, and it's got the original Ice 1 as well. You know, the original Ice 1 is on that as well. They're really Trainsimworld 3. They're really up the gear a little bit advertising it. Came with this trailer. I mean, I saw this trailer and they really had it really out there, didn't they? They had this, like, you know, they had that sort of rap music, you know, that sort of retro rap with the generic guitar sounds. They really have upped that a little bit, you know. And the new game, it's really all the trains on the weather, snow, rain, thunderstorms. That's the point about the new game now, is the weather, dynamic weather. Let's get the headlights back on again. Put it back on the fuel beam. Get up to 45, 50. Well, I'm not going to go far at all really. Because these stations are just literally just a few hundred yards from each other. So I not really need to put this up to maximum speed. Just cross the cells into the station. That's fine, yeah. Let's get some outdoors again. See the level coding coming out again, the platform. Yeah, what a good game this has been. Yeah, I've really enjoyed TrainSimWorld. Oh, platform needs minor bugs, you know. Doing all this as well. So the camera just bugs through randomly. I can't even get myself back out again. Oh no, where am I going? I don't even know what's happening here now. There we go. Lock the door. There's the thing going back in again. So back out again, it didn't really get you through that one. Next one's back out the surface again. Yeah, so I think they really have amped up TrainSimWorld 3, I imagine, didn't they? They really advertised it, they really put it out there, didn't they? So I think TrainSimWorld has a bit more of a following now. Really get it out there now. To be honest, I think TrainSimWorld is quite popular anyway, as simulation games. It's a lot popular than a lot of other games. You know, it's good to actually keep it. We're going to try and get up to 62, I think. So let's try and aim to get to 62 before we get to the next station. Yeah, and I think it is very popular, TrainSimWorld. I mean, I think a lot of you have heard of it. Maybe don't play it casually just stumble across it, you know, and casually seen it, and then obviously maybe had a wee look at it, you know. It's a great time to learn some of the classes of trains as well, you know, because it actually are licensed trains, you know, they're based on real life kind of facts, you know. That's good. It's a good thing to do. Eh? It's good to have all that. It's good to have real life trains, licensed trains. You know, feel that doing what. So it must take him a lot of time to get this game all developed and that as well. You know, don't know how long, but I mean. It might have been lots for a long time, you know. But they seem to release a lot of DLC every so often, so it seems like it does get a lot of content, TrainSimWorld. And I know they keep doing live streams on their YouTube channel, so, you know, TrainSimWorld really has a lot of advertising. Especially also the new games are going to get out a wee bit as well. Keep putting the power on too early for the doors shut. That's the reason why it's not moving until I brought it back up to 0 and up again. soon, just a bit soon, powering the train up. So we might even get the train up at about speed now. Got 100 coming up. I mean, I don't know why it's 99, but let's just say 100 because it is 100. And I know that trainsimworld are very going to release, I reckon they'll release another one as well, you know, trainsimworld 4 and 5 and 6, you know. I mean, they really need to, they really are giving me a lot of new games, you know. I don't think you really have much of new trains as well, you know. Trains are always the same, and the game's pretty much still the same as it is TSW2, you know. It's not really any difference, you know, from the predecessor of the game. The game is the same engine, the user interface is the same. I mean, the HUD is the same, maybe not the user interface. They have, I mean, the music actually is really nice in the new game actually. The ambient music, that's pretty good. I think that's the good thing about it. Not the music I'll say now, but they have this nice ambient stuff as well. You know, horn there. But then they'll come out more DLCs again there. But then they can also amp this game up to next gen consoles, you know. Maybe leave last gen consoles behind, and you know, ramp up the current gen a bit more, eh? You know, because last gen is kind of you know, it's kind of its life, it's kind of its end of life cycle now, so sure they can just move on to current gen now. That's the whole point, eh, for consoles now, is to stick with current gen. Amp some of the stuff up to 11, and you know, get all the detail of the game. So the new game, I think, actually has backs and stuff coming from the pantographs. I don't know, I've heard about that somewhere, but I've not seen it. I mean, I've not tried it for myself, but I'm going to try and get trainsimworld free, but I might just play it without the DLCs, you know. I mean, I think on the base game you got Southeast and High Speed, which definitely would be a good contender to bring to the channel. That would be good. You got what's the other one you've got? You got the German one. That's the Ice one, isn't it? Because it's on the cover, isn't it? And then you got American group. I mean, I don't know all the names of them. I only know Southeast and High Speed because that's the British one. So, you know, and I reckon, you know, like your DLC, your preserved collections, it's known as, I've done the same thing again. The preserved collection will get transferred, I think, onto the current game. I think your DLCs or stuff, as it's known as, you downloaded. I mean, your DLCs that you've downloaded from the previous game to get transferred onto the current game, I'm sure. I'm not sure actually, but something like that. If these horns again. I've been like a truck driver today, aren't I? I believe that's the case. What happens with trainsimworld, all the DLCs get transferred onto the current game. Your download will come to there. Stuff that you downloaded on the previous games will still work on the current game. I think. I mean, I've not tried it myself, obviously, but I think that's the case. To get the train up to maximum speed again, We've not had the maximum speed at the moment, but we're going to push it now to 100. It's quite funny why the speeder goes green with 180 onwards. What does that mean? I've not even tried the safety systems on this train. I wonder what the German safety systems, signalling systems are like. I think SIFA is the one that I've heard been mentioned a couple of times. I don't know. It's probably like EWS, but I'm not really familiar with the signal systems in Germany. So don't really comment on what it is, but I think it's similar to EWS or DXD. It's probably in that stage, in that following, you know, where the HST. I mean, I did that route down. I'll need to try and do a better one the next time. Try and do the HST again, because that's a good way to start. I might be coming in here a bit fast. I think it'll be alright, because the brakes are pretty good in this train. Yeah, I did the HST and I had everything on, you know. I couldn't wait a rat, I couldn't get it on time in the videos. The train stopped halfway on my route that did, you know. So it wasn't really the one that I did wasn't the best, you know, but I might give it another go again. Try and remember this best EWS reset. That was the one that I kept missing. I can get the DXD obviously down there all the time. You see me doing that. That was fine, but it's the EWS reset was the one I kept missing. Which obviously if you don't relax to press that on time, the train will just come to a standstill. That's what happened. Only if I have a key to press it on your controller, it would be actually easier, but you have to get to the button. This reminds me of like the bells that you would press, you know, those, you know, like those shop bells you press the line that's like that. That's what it reminds you of. So we've got a bit of a journey now, 3 miles to the next one, so we'll ramp the train up to 100 for a bit and then we'll slow down again. So this is the faster route, I guess. This is like 100-mile-an-hour section. The fast section, the high speed section. Probably not a high speed line, to be honest. This is conventional line. They have to specially build the high speed lines, don't they? It's got TPM signalling and stuff. It's different from conventional signalling. It wouldn't work on conventional lines. High speed trains with conventional signals wouldn't work. So that's why they have to come up with special signals, TVM. I mean, I might show you inside decent high speed as well when I do try and get it. I mean, TrainsimWorld is free as like, but I've not really had the chance to bother with it. I'm going to wait until the physical edition comes out in November, apparently. That's what I've seen. I hope it's November. Don't know why they delayed the physical editions to a couple of months after the retail of the game came. That's the release of the game. Retail physical version of it's also delayed. Don't know why that is. But I might get that. And then also with TrainsimWorld 3, also this will be next gen graphics, and you know, everything should be kind of best bearable, and you know. Another train. I'm coming here. I'm coming in here quite fast. I might overshoot again what I did the last time. Overshoot a wee bit, didn't I? Overshoot one of the carriages the last time, didn't I? Oh, I'm going in here quite fast. Oh, I might actually, I might actually be fine. Yeah, that's actually fine. That's actually perfect. Surprisingly, I thought I was going to. Finally, I thought I was going to lose out there. It was the first thing is with train drivers, if they're running late, they can break the train at the last moment. I'm guessing that's something that maybe makes the trains early. Because something, if you want to coast a bit slower, you're losing time, and if trains just can, you know, make up time by breaking later from the station to the station. I'm pretty sure that's why I'm early, you know, because I break the train up to the last moment. And maybe that's how train drivers make up time, because they break the trains later into stations. They just put the train, just go flat out, full maximum speed, max throttle to maximum speed, and then obviously, you know, break at the last moment so the train can actually get there in time. Make time for what it is. I might be wrong on that, but maybe that's a case that they actually do, is they break later to stations rather than breaking early. I don't know, because it seems like that's what's happened. I'm arriving in the station slightly early than, you know, it stays locked doors, you know, sometimes since everyone's loaded up, and sometimes I have to lock doors straight away, but not sometimes I'm early, you know, it's like that, eh? So this is another flat out 100-mile-an-hour journey again, so we'll probably get this train to maximum speed again, and then I can try and see if I can break this train later. I wonder if I can break this train at 900 yards from 100. That might be ambitious, but from max break. I'm going to try that when it gets to 900 yards. I'm going to put max break. I'm going to try that. I don't know. It's a thing. I might say if that's how trains are probably early. Some drivers might know what they're doing, some drivers don't. So that's probably how they make up time. Driving 160 kilometers an hour. Does that mean 160 kilometers in total, or does that mean 160 kilometers? It must be 160 kilometers driving, surely. So it's that. I'm not getting to 100 and then we're actually going to slow down. So if we get to 100, and then what I'm going to do is say brake at 900 to max. If this is possible. I don't know, hopefully. I might overshoot. I might get this, I might nail this. Or maybe I have braked a bit soon. It's set to slowed right down before. So that's a bit, yeah, just I'm losing a bit of time by coasting, and then, you know, that's how I'm losing time, because it's going right down to that and then not getting there. That's the reason why train drivers are probably are late, is they slow down and coast at that speed, you know, rather than just stopping and then opening doors, you know. Maybe slow down a bit later in the next platform. But 800 yards maybe from 100, maybe 800 yards from the next station. Let's try that. If it depends if we're at 100 speed limit. If we're still got 100 speed limit coming up to our next station, we are quite early. Or we're not really early actually, just a little bit. We're gonna have to lock doors now. Let's do that now. Have to wait until it binds on it. 30. Let's do that. We're 4 miles on our next stop. So actually we're going to push the train up to 100 quite easy now. The next one. Be quite good actually. Let's get ourselves into some general stops. Yeah, we're going to get the train up to some speed. I wonder if we can push this train shaft to 200 to 125. I wonder if it could get to 125. I don't know. We're supposed to keep it the speed limit, but you know, keep a bit ambitious and go up to 125. But I don't know. Let's just stick at 100. Try and drive it sensible, you know. And that'd be too early. Yeah, so as I say, I'm so hoping there will be some nice routes coming in the future, maybe more German routes, probably more British routes. I really want to see the East Coast Main Line come as well. If they ever get the 225 in, then that's going to be great. I really like the 225. 225 is a really cool looking train. The Class 91s, 225, Intercity 225s. I really like to see them come for the game. I know they're in Train Sim later, but they're not in Train Sim without Surrey. Train Sim will also do something, implement train Intercity 125s. I mean, Intercity 225s, you know. Maybe what they can also do is put the East Coast Main Line, but obviously don't do the whole route of the East Coast Main Line. So maybe they can do it to Edinburgh to Berwick-upon-Tweed, coming up to 62 soon. Maybe Edinburgh to Berwick-upon-Tweed would be a potential bit of the East Coast Main Line they could implement with a 225, Class 91, you know. Let's break a bit later this time around. Let's try and break an 800. If it's popular, if it's doable. Let's say break now. Max break. Maybe this might be a bit too late. I think this is actually far too late. This is actually far too late. I'm coming in far too fast. Oh no. I would have just put this on the emergency brake. Oh, I missed it completely. I reckon now a card is going to be out the platform now as well. If it's doable. It is. Let's look how much we've got. Put some horns. He won't be liking it. Let's look how far we've back to train this time. Whoa. We've got it in, but I'm lucky for the front. I'm lucky for our card. They won't be getting out the train. I have got passengers on, but yeah, a bit unlucky. If you want to exit the train again, exit on the turf. you know, at least it's in the platform, but you know, I've braked a bit late there. I'm quite early now, so you know, that's what I mean by late braking, saves time. I suppose max brake maybe saves time, but I don't know. I would have reversed the train up a little bit, but I got a red thing on there, so I don't know why that would look. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The doors are shutting now, so yeah. If anyone does want to come off that train, then you have to get off the next stop. So we're a bit far from the next station, but we're coming up to 62 very soon, so we're literally going to be going so fast this time. We're literally only going to go a wee bit to the speed, probably won't even get to 100, but we'll be slowing down as soon as we get to, you know. I mean, the acceleration on these trains are a lot faster than a HST, you know. You can get this, it takes a couple of minutes to get to 100 mile an hour. And this will probably only take a minute or two to get to 100, so. Coming up to 62, so throttle down a bit. Yeah, I don't know why it's bringing me down to 62, yeah. Especially if it's 2.59 away. Oh, we're crossing over, that's the reason. We're crossing over the river. Maybe up to 100 again, I don't know. Yeah, we're going up to 100. That's the reason why we're slowing down. So, that's our crossover. We're not even going to get to 100. We're going to get to 75 very soon. Actually, this is our last station apparently, Battersfield, that's the final, that's the destination. We're coming down, this might even match the train up. Going to slow down again, 75. It's a crossing thing, we're coming up. So we're coming in at 75, so I guess I'll say, yeah, we're crossing back over again. Let's summon soon as well. Just slowly bringing the speed down. It's confusing me because it says 75 in that yard, I don't know why. I think it's 37, so I think I'll get slowed down. It's actually as 75. Oh, it's 37, so it's actually finally down. Yeah, this is the last station. So I think this is the end of the line then, end of this scenario, pretty double scenario that we've done. That's way off a little bit again. we're probably quite early anyway, so it doesn't really bring me. You know, so it's fine. There we go. Get these doors unlocked. So yeah, hope you have enjoyed what I've been bringing you, all these scenarios. I've pretty much done the whole scenario of the German looking at the rapid transit now. The whole scenarios, I've done them all now. It's been great driving this train, you know, it's nice, it's a nice train we've been covering on all the rapid transit videos. But anyway, obviously onwards and upwards to our next train. We can maybe try the class 66 actually. So we'll do the same thing, disembark. Let's shut the doors actually. Shut that. That's the lie, I don't even do that, but this to be a bit important because it looks like you don't want to keep the doors open. Right. So bye bye. To this train and hello to another train. And we'll come back to it of course. Just obviously we've done all the scenarios because we've got tandem set, so actually this would be a good thumbnail actually, having two of them connected like that. Yeah, I'll try and get a thumbnail sometime. Yeah, there we go, done and dusted. That was one down, that's another one down. So yeah, Cross Town's done and dusted. So yeah, that's all the scenarios done and dusted. Done and dusted. So yeah, it's been really good to do all these. That's it, all done. Pretty good day. It's also saying that other things there as well. There's like collectibles down there that I've not found any yet. I'll need to try that as well sometime. Try and find all the collectibles. I think that's 0 to 25, 0 to 25, 0 to 25. I've never really been bothered about, you know, seeing where these are. Whatever it is, I'll need to try and find the 25 of those that are on the scenario. I think Great Western Express has that as well. Yeah, it does. Same thing. I need to find 25. I found one of those signs, so it's one of 25. 75 all in total to collect. So I'll need to try and do that sometime. This wee finds wee collectibles to find some Easter eggs, you know. That's something that we need to try and do. So yes, I hope you have enjoyed this part of TrainsimWorld once again. It's been really good to bring you some more videos of TrainsimWorld, Train Simulator. I'll need to try and get back in driving trucks again. Like try and get back on the road again, and then come back to TrainsimWorld again. I don't know. But anyway, hope you have enjoyed this part of TrainsimWorld. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Of course, in the searching box, as I said before, there's the link to the podcast. If you can check out my podcast, then I interview bands on my podcast, or something completely different on the other channel. But yeah, if you want to check that channel out as well, that's my podcast channel. Subscribe to that as well, of course. So yeah, if you enjoy metal bands, you know, that's the way to go. You can check the podcast down there as well. And yeah, I'll have all the playlists dotted over on the video there to check out. If you want to check out some of my stuff on the channel, then please do. And yes, I'll be back with more TrainsimWorld very soon. So bye for now.